Joe Rogan is one badass dude. The ex-Fear Factor presenter, black belt jiu-jitsu fighter, comedian, and UFC commentator is certainly a multi-talented personality. Joe Rogan is also a very, very educated man on diet, mindset, and health and fitness. Just look at the amount of personalities that appear on his podcast, The Joe Rogan Experience. The list is varied from vegans, nutritionists, athletes, and fitness experts who all reveal their daily diet, training, and health practices. Joe Rogan's diet revolves around the following: the Keto diet, Primal blueprint, intermittent fasting, consuming supplements high in multivitamins, nootropics, and probiotics. We will touch on these later on in the video, but for now, let's look at Joe's macros. So what does Joe Rogan take for protein? For protein, his diet consists of lots of wild game. For example, this includes elk meat and healthy greens and fats. He has posted numerous times on Instagram pics of his slabs of elk meat and wild game. From one of his podcasts, he's been recording saying, "I've been on this kick for a few months where I just eat kimchi and elk 3 to 4 times a week." Elk is a super athlete, according to Joe. Elks are out there surviving and running from wolves with spears growing out their heads. You feel like you're eating their DNA. No wonder why Joe says he feels like a superstar every time he wakes up in the morning. It's that elk meat pushing him to tackle the day. The benefit of game meat is clearly huge. You feel supercharged and are getting all the benefit from an animal that is primed for survival. Packed in protein and low in fat and calories, elk meat is certainly a superpowered food. In terms of carbs, Joe has very little to no carbs and zero sugar. Essentially a no-bullshit diet that doesn't include anything unhealthy. According to Joe, carbs are terrible for you. He has stated, "If you have a trainer telling you to eat bread, then get a new trainer. When I eliminated most of that stuff from my diet, the midday nap desire went right away." Joe also stays away from anything processed or sugary, so stay away from pepperoni and Coca-Cola. Vitamins. In terms of supplements, Joe Rogan has vitamin supplements every day. These include multivitamins, vitamin B12 and D, and probiotics. Here are a list of some supplements: fish oil, omega-3s and 6s, alpha brain, Onnit protein bites, Jocko wiliwink tea, Kombucha, and coconut oil. Quoting Joe, "I do everything that I can to put my body and my brain in a good place, so I'm keeping my engine smooth." For Joe, vitamins and supplements are the oil that keeps the engine running and the immune system healthy. Intermittent fasting. Joe Rogan is also a great fan of intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting is fasting for long periods throughout the day. For Joe Rogan, this means an 8-hour feeding window and a 16-hour fasting window every day. Essentially, fasting follows off the belief that the Western diet is not a natural way of eating. You do not need 3 meals a day to be healthy and productive. Back at the beginning of times, humans never used to eat 3 meals in the morning, noon, and evening, but we instead ate intuitively when we felt like it. Fasting is great because it restores the gut and lets the body recover and do its job of digesting. What is the Primal blueprint, fan or not? Along with intermittent fasting, Joe Rogan has talked frequently about following a book called The Primal Blueprint. See this Twitter post. Primal Blueprint is a diet based around eating healthy fats and proteins while having 0 to no carbs and removing sugars and saturated fats. It essentially goes back to the primal way of living. This is how humans lived in the beginning of time. So what foods will Joe be having on Primal? Essentially, Joe Rogan will be having foods like meat and fish, vegetables, complex carbs, nuts, and fruit. In addition, good fat is also okay while on the Primal Blueprint. This includes the healthy fat found in dairy, eggs, coconut, olive oil, nuts, and grass-fed butter. Foods like processed oils, alcohol, sugar, and grains are foods to avoid. You can check out the price of Primal by viewing the video description. Joe Rogan on the Keto diet? Another diet Joe follows is the Keto diet. Keto diet is similar to Primal Blueprint, in that it is carb restrictive and higher in protein and healthy fats. The main goal of ketosis is to put your body into fat-burning mode by forcing your body to burn fat over carbohydrates. Consequently, eating the below healthy fats is okay on the keto diet. Cheese, yogurt, butter, low-carb vegetables, meat, seafood. So a dinner of steak and avocado would be perfect for the keto diet. Ultimately, the avocado provides healthy fats, while the organic grass-fed meat provides a great source of protein. For a full food list of these diets, check out the description. In summary, Joe primarily follows the keto diet and Primal blueprint. There are lots of common themes with both of these diets. Number one is that they are all very low in carb and high in healthy fats and proteins. Joe Rogan's protein preference is for elk meat, which he even hunts and kills himself. His diet also consists of a wide variety of supplements that range from brain-boosting nootropics to fish oils, multivitamins, and probiotics. His ability to get the physique and health he desires is all down to his mentality towards nutrition. Essentially, your body is a temple, and what you put in will impact your health, energy, and mind. I would definitely recommend the Primal Blueprint or Keto Diet. His supplement choice is also great for keeping your body and brain functioning to optimal ability. For more info on Joe's diet, check out my description. Remember to like and subscribe.